Oh, Tetris. It is a game that I'm pretty sure that almost everyone has played, including the player.
I know. The player has played Tetris ever since he was young.
What Tetris games has he played since then until now?
He started off playing the next Tetris with his brother, and then, after the player saw his cousin play it, he played Tetris Battle.
After that, once he was in high school, he tried out Tetris Friends, where he would play that when it was lunchtime for him.
If you look at the player's earlier videos, you can see that he screen recorded gameplays of that game.
But now, because he has grown up quite a bit since then, he has been focusing on doing work now.
Even though the player has been doing that more often, he has been playing these new modern Tetris games on his spare time.
Really? Where would you find them?
They are all in the App Store.
Oh, okay, I see. Anyways, let's take a look at those two modern Tetris games. I'm pretty sure that we don't need to tell anyone how to play Tetris because I'm pretty sure that they already know how to play it.
Well, it depends on which device they are using to play that game.
That's right. The player is already pretty good at using a keyboard to play Tetris, but when it comes to using his phone, it's something new for him to use.
Anyways, if you still don't know how to play Tetris on your phone, all that you have to do is to swipe left or right to move the piece left or right, and to swipe down either slowly or quickly to place the piece where you want it to go.
By the way, did you notice that this game now has a moves counter?
I did, yeah. That's the thing about those modern games now.
Wow, it looks like topping out isn't the only way to lose a game now.
I know. Anyways, let's now take a look at the next Tetris game.
Really? They just had to add another 1010 clone for everyone to play?
I know, there are so many clones of that game. However, this version is considered official.
I remember when the player wanted to search for Tetris back then, but he found so many different 1010 games.
Maybe the reason why they were similar to each other was because although you just need to pick up a piece to place it where you want it in 1010, they both clear lines if a row is filled with blocks.
You know, this game reminded the player when his brother started becoming interested in this old game that he would play on the computer called Rumble Cube.
Yeah, however, that game is time-based instead of the modern games.
Speaking of old games, I would like to show the audience the gameplay of Tetris Friends. Can I do that?
Sure, why not?
This gameplay was uploaded almost 9 years ago.
I like how you can be a little more social with people playing that game.
In this game, once you clear multiple lines, you can send lines to other players to try to force them to top out.
Did you remember when the player saw his friends in his programming class playing that game?
Yeah, he wanted to join in with them, but once they found out what level the player was at, they were all so shocked.
Unfortunately, once it was the end of the decade, that game was sadly retired.
I know, those were some good memories, but anyways, it's time to go back to the news area.
Alright then.
What did you think about those two modern Tetris games?
They were pretty good, even though they can heat the player's phone up by a lot.
Yeah, that's why when the player started screen recording the gameplay a couple of days ago, he wanted to show off 10 levels for that game, but it didn't work, so instead, he just screen recorded 5 levels.
Hopefully things will get better for the player's phone or for those games, but anyways, it's time to wrap up the video.
Okay, we hope that you enjoyed watching this video.
If you'd like to, please like this video, subscribe to the player's channel while clicking on the bell.